The layout of your bicycle parking design will determine how accessible and usable your space is. In this video, we will cover the recommended layouts and spacings that will help you achieve good bike parking. For your bike parking layout, strive for adequate clearance between the bike rack and items such as walls, walkways, fixed objects, and streets. In general, bike parking should allow for enough end and side clearance to operate bicycles into and out of the bike parking area, adequate clearance around the rack for cyclists to access and securely lock the bicycles to the rack from the side, access to the rack from all sides so all available parking spaces may be used. In laying out your bike parking, the orientation of the bike rack to the surrounding elements will determine the placement and spacing. Let's first take a look at a parallel bike parking layout. Start by placing bike racks a recommended distance of 48 inches, 36 inches minimally, from walls, planters, light posts, street signs, sidewalks, and other fixed objects. When placing multiple bike racks, there should be a distance of 72 inches recommended, or 48 inches minimum, between each rack. To create aisles and allow room for pedestrian walkways, racks should be set at a minimum of 96 inches from buildings. There should also be minimally 24 inches between the bike rack and the street. These spacings allow cyclists to maneuver into and out of the parking area, effectively park their bicycle on either side of the rack, and give cyclists adequate room to lock their bicycles from the side. Let's rotate 90 degrees and take a look at a perpendicular bike rack layout. In this configuration, racks should also be set back a recommended 48 inches from obstructions, or 36 inches minimally. There should then be a recommended distance of 48 inches between bike racks, or 36 inches minimum. Because the length of the bicycle takes up more area in this configuration, racks will need to be set back a minimum of 132 inches from buildings for aisles and pedestrian walkways. They will also need to be 36 inches recommended, or 24 inches minimally, from streets. For bike racks with multiple rack elements, the distance between each rack is typically fixed. The distance between each rack should allow for access to the bicycle from the side. For racks that are at the same vertical height, the spacing should be around 24 inches. For racks that are vertically staggered, the space between the racks can be as close as 15 inches. This reduces the overall footprint of the bike racks and allows you to maximize the number of bicycles that can be secured in the bike parking area. Regarding setbacks from walls and other objects, refer to the manufacturer's suggested distances, as it will vary based on specific rack designs. Bike parking often fails when bike racks are placed too close to buildings, streets, and other obstructions. Use the information in this video to help with the success of your next project. You can also download our bike parking guide to reference on your way to creating effective bike parking solutions. There's a link in the description of the video to download the PDF file. In the next video, we'll be discussing bike parking rack selection. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and then the bell, and you'll get new bike parking videos when they're published.